Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you live to Gate Stadium here on the beautiful campus of Heritage High School, where tonight we have War Eagle football. Our War Eagles will be taking on the visiting Bentonville Tigers, led by Coach Jody Grant. Back with me after his brief sabbatical to what he calls the motherland in Wisconsin is Coach Tom Olson. Coach, good to have you back, first of all. And then, Coach, we welcome in these Bentonville Tigers, and life is never easy in the 7A West, and certainly we have a tough task in front of us tonight.
Yeah, no gimmies. You know, I think the opportunity lies in front of you to play one of the top teams in the state of Arkansas, and, you know, you can look at it two different ways as, hey, we got to go play them, or we get a chance to knock them off. And, I mean, obviously the odds may be against us, but I think that you just got to find a way to hang around.
Absolutely. Go out and make some plays. So these Bentonville Tigers do come in on the year they are 6-0. The only common opponent the two teams have had this year is Harbor, the Wildcats, who Heritage played last week. These Bentonville Tigers beat Harbor by a score of 42-6. So they've gone through a pretty difficult schedule without too terribly much difficulty. So it's obviously a worthy adversary coming in tonight. We're at midfield right now. Josh Ezell is the captain for the War Eagles. He is taking the toss. Looks like we have won the toss and elected to defer, which means that Bentonville will be receiving. The Tigers will be receiving. Looks like they will be going from our left to our right. So 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining on this pregame clock. And, Coach, again, just another opportunity here in conference to just come out and fight and get some more experience for these sophomores and try and grab a win tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. And you know, as a coach, you look at games like this and you think, well, you know, how are our kids going to respond and how are we going to do this? But, again, it's just a matter of just kind of trying to find a way to hang around until the final whistle blows, and maybe you got a chance to stick one in the end zone or kick a field goal. It might give you a chance to win. So that's kind of, I think, your mentality going into this one. Unfortunately, I've been in that situation before. I don't want to get back in there again, but, you know, this is just what we have in front of us.
Yeah, and, Coach, I know I don't know how much you got to listen or watch last week while you're on the road. So the War Eagles did not come out of Harbor certainly with opportunities, multiple opportunities. We have multiple red zone chances that did not turn into points. So certainly we have to convert those, but you actually it's easy to see on the field some of the gains are being made by this War Eagle team.
Yeah, and, you know, I think one of the things you look for as a program is, you know, kind of getting to the point where you're being hard to beat, and I think that's a step you got to take first before you can really start getting some success and winning some games. So, you know, these guys need to step forward and come out ready to play and look at it as an opportunity to knock one of the top teams off in the state.
Absolutely, opportunity it is, and hey, it's great to just be playing football. Obviously, if you know what's going around, coronavirus has shut down multiple programs. Coach, the conference is actually fully loaded back in action tonight. So both Rogers teams are taking on both Bentonville teams. We obviously have the Tigers here. The Mounties are taking on Bentonville West over there, and the other four teams in the conference also in action tonight. So good to see everybody back on the field.
Yeah, and a big game in Springdale tonight with Harbor at Springdale. You know, it's a big rivalry game here, you know, right in the middle of October, and there'll be a lot of excitement there. And you know, Springdale's had some opportunities, and obviously Harbor got back on the winning track a couple weeks ago, so that'll be a big game in the conference.
Yeah, we walked into last week, and we pretty well assumed, figured that Harbor was a pretty good football team that had played a really difficult schedule. And so now you have a really good football team that hadn't had any success, so you knew they were going to be hungry, and that was going to be a tough matchup. Here's a little bit of a different situation in that you've got a team that's just really, really talented. And that's tough to deal with. And but you know what? It's an excellent opportunity for a lot of our young kids to get back out here, make plays, make a game in this thing. And we're about to kick it off. Brandon Baxley's going to kick it off. Ball's teed up at the 40-yard line. Back deep to receive are three Bentonville Tigers, including Colby Crawford, number 2, deep in the middle of the field. A knuckleball that bounces on the 15 and takes a nice bounce to the left. Crawford's going to pick it up, cross the 10, cross the 20, and he's going to be met at the 25-yard line and drag tacklers forward, but not much harm done. The ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. Looked like Kevin Arana in on that tackle, amongst others. And
I'm looking for number.
I don't know what we've been doing for a while, but Coach Olson seems to be minus a roster. So we'll see if we can alleviate that right here. We can take care of that. But I'm sure Bentonville has a 41 also.
Kevin Arana, yes.
Indeed.
Here we go.
Indeed. So here we go. So the Bentonville's wearing all white with the black helmets, white tops, white bottoms. A lot of people are wearing the pink trim, of course, for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And the first snap of the game is going to draw a pre-snap penalty. Bentonville put a player in motion. The man in motion was Cade Foster.
It's Octavio Cortez there, jumped off sides. And one of those little miscues, little nickel dimers, as we talk about, that can be really costly. 1st and 5 makes things pretty easy for the Bentonville Tigers.
Yeah, and they don't need any help. So it looks like the same play they're running in motion. Now they're going to toss it to him around the right end. He's going to have first down yardage, get close to midfield, just short of the 50-yard line. Devin Henderson's going to be in on that play.
And Cortez again, coming from his right defensive tackle position, comes down the field and makes a play. Good hustle play by him.
Bentonville playing fast here. Already at the line of scrimmage. Chains are reset. Ball is at the 49-yard line. And we are going to jump again. Nose tackle right over the top of the ball. Should be the one with the best view of it and ready to go. Has had 2 penalties.
Sophomore Kyle Wilder into the game for Octavio Cortez. Probably a good substitution right there.
And a little sprint option to the left. Quarterback's looking to pitch. Now he pitches late. He's got a man. At the 40, the 30, inside the 25. He's still on his feet. He's going to work towards the middle of the field. Hey, that's Kyle Wilder, the defensive nose guard, as you mentioned, making the tackle. But Josh Ficklin, a running back, is inside the 15 to the 14-yard line, and the Tigers are in business.
Yeah, and Andrew Edwards there, nice play by the quarterback, nice read. He's out there 2-on-1 and makes a nice little pitch to Ficklin. Big gain for Bentonville.
Pistol formation, 3 receivers to the right. They set up a little swing pass. They have, and that's going to be a blocking penalty. He's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. The touchdown pass is complete to Cooper Smith, but it wasn't being done without an illegal block out here on the edge at the 12-yard line. I assume that's who they're going to get. And it is. They're going to call it a hold. Could have been a hold. Could have been a block in the back. Could have been a crackback block. Either way, cheating on Bentonville.
Yeah. Illegal cheating.
Cheating for a 10-yard penalty. Going to take the touchdown off the board and pull him back and give him 1st and 17 is what it looks like. Blocked just a little bit downfield.
Yeah, it's a nice play design, but again, our War Eagle cornerback kind of got outside and drew a holding penalty. So nice play, even though it won't show up in the stat sheet. Again,
in the pistol, have 3 wide receivers, 2 to the far side of the screen, and we're going to jump again. Another pre-snap penalty on defense. This one is Christian Jimenez. And we have 3 encroachment penalties in the first minute and 1 second of this football game. Same formation. They're just going to rock and roll with what they called. Inside handoff. Hit, bounces off a tackler. He's not going to get much. Pretty good. Actually, he's still fighting. Pretty good pursuit by the War Eagles. Going to turn into a gain of about 6. That's Josh Ficklin again, the running back. He's a sophomore.
Seth Kendall comes in from his safety position to kind of clean things up there. Had a chance to kind of stop him at the line of scrimmage, and he scurried away on us.
He was hit first by Jimenez in the backfield, was able to, like you say, scored his way away. Now a little bit of bigger formation for the Tigers. They got 2 tight ends in the game, and they're just going to hand the ball right up the middle to Ficklin again. He's going to hit a tackler at the 5-yard line and bulldoze his way over all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Went the last 5 yards right through a tackler, and sophomore Josh Ficklin has the Tigers on board. It's 6-0.
Yeah, and it's a big-time run there. I mean, he really had no business being there, but he just lowered his shoulder and used his explosiveness and got in the end zone.
On to kick for the Tigers.
Logan Turner.
Looks like it could be Logan Turner.
You know, I don't think it's a good idea to put 94 on your kicker. It's too hard to find the kicker on the roster.
94. I think and I actually can't tell. That is 94. I was calling 84-94 a lot last week, and so it took me like a quarter and a half to get the kicker right. That could be my fault.
Well,
regardless, the kick by Nicholas Stafford is good. Extra point is good, and the Tigers are going to take a 7-0 lead. Hey, if you're listening to us, we appreciate it. If you want to come out to a game, we encourage you to go to Hometown Tickets. You can go to get Heritage game tickets at https://www.rpsathletics.com/HT tickets at HT tickets, like Hometown Tickets.
The War Eagles here are expecting some kind of onside kick. They had 9 guys within basically the line of scrimmage, and now they back out of it.
Bentonville with a bunch sprinted up to the ball. Thought different of it. This kicker is, the kickoff kicker is Logan Tymason.
Lefty.
High end-over-end kick is going to be taken inside the 10 at the 7. Across the 20 to the 24-yard line is Stephen March. March is the guy that got quite a few touches last week. Obviously trying to work him into the game plan.
Yeah, critical here to get started and move the sticks. Give your defense a chance to kind of regroup and see what Bentonville's game plan was with their defensive coaches. So at bare minimum here, the offense got to give them the defense a little time.
War Eagles are Navy on Navy on Navy. Quarterback is Carter Hensley. That's Cooper Bowman standing next to him, and the handoff is going to go to Cooper, who's hit immediately. He is dropped in the backfield. It looks like 34 on the tackle. Max Shreve. Going to be a loss of 1.
Yeah, and you see a different look here by the War Eagles coming out in 2 tight ends. Maybe to give their quarterback a little bit better of a chance, and maybe to run the ball a little bit more efficiently.
Yeah, and the back in the ball game, too, indicates that, too. Cooper's more of an inside the tackles running back. That guy runs really hard. So, yeah, certainly a game plan for sure. Here we are again, 2 tight ends in the game. Twin receivers closest to us on this side of the field. Another handoff to Bowman. He's going to move the pile forward. Gain of 3, maybe 4.
A little push there by the War Eagle offensive line and a positive play here. But, it, again, sets up a 3rd and slightly long. 3rd and 6. Looks more like.
Slightly long.
Yeah, it's a new football term.
It's in the color commentator's handbook. It's where you slot between 3rd and 6 and 3rd and 7.
Correct. Slightly long, 3rd and 6.
Same formation here, but we flip the running back. Cooper's on the other side. Pass over into the flat. He's got a man. That's Jeb Brown. Jeb Brown, completed pass up across the 40 to the 41-yard line. That is first down yardage for our War Eagles.
I think that was Ethan Estes there for Bentonville. I was a little over-aggressive there. The ball went what looked like right through him.
It did.
To Jeb Brown for a big gain for the War Eagles. Nice play. Nice pass by Carter Hensley.
Turns into a great pass by Carter Hensley. Threaded the needle to get it there. So, again, a little bit bigger formation. War Eagles have historically been in 3 wide receivers and 4 wide receivers. Now 2 tight ends again. They're going to hand the ball again to Cooper Bowman. He's going right up the middle and is going to gain 3 or 4 yards, but there is a penalty marker on the field thrown by the referee. That's in the area where normally you would see holding called, and that's what they give us. He's got the spot right from the line of scrimmage. So tough break for the War Eagles. What would have been a decent gain of 3.5 to 4 yards on first down is going to turn into first down and 20. Maybe first down and 19, the way they spotted that one.
Yeah, and again, you're in a situation against a good team. You can't really afford to have too many hiccups to overcome. I mean, there's enough talent on the Bentonville side to overcome rather than having to overcome all those yellow flags on the field.
Twin wide receivers are to the right. They're going to hand the ball to Cooper. Cooper trying to get the edge. He's going to get there. He's going to gain 4 yards on the play. He's going to be hit by a linebacker, Keegan Steinspring, number 45. Nice pursuit by Keegan from the middle to prevent what had a nice look by the War Eagles getting Cooper out on the edge.
Yeah, and it's a nice play by the Bentonville kid to get there and kind of slow it down a little bit. I guess a positive so far for Heritage is, no negative plays other than the penalties.
Now the War Eagles with 2nd and long, going to bring 3 receivers in the game. Brady Laird is wide to the left in the slots. Stephen March, Jeb Brown. He's looking for Jeb. Hensley's got him across the 40 to the 41. That's the original line of scrimmage. Nice little connection again there by Hensley to Jeb. It's going to bring up a much more manageable 3rd down and 9.5.
Yeah, that's more than slightly long.
That's officially long.
That's officially long there at 9, almost 10 yards. But you're right here at midfield, and you might be thinking 4-down territory here. So, no sense taking a big gamble. Just cut into this.
2 receivers this way. Cooper Bowman next to Carter Hensley. Little fake to him. Looking towards his left and now throwing deep downfield for Jeb, and that ball is actually going to be intercepted. The safety for Bentonville came over the top. That is Ty Riley in what turned into double coverage. An interception, and one, honestly, Coach, that isn't that harmful. If you're going to punt the football away, Tigers are going to have it at their 29-yard line. Natives are a little restless.
The Natives were a little concerned that might possibly have been a little pass interference.
So here comes Bentonville. They're in the pistol with 2 tight ends themselves. Straight back to pass. And incomplete. Edwards looking in the flat for J.T. Temesco.
I really believe if the War Eagles could find a way to just kind of control the running game a little bit and make Andrew Edwards throw the ball, I think that would maybe even the playing field a little bit. I don't know if we're capable of doing that or not, but just kind of watching the passing game for Bentonville over the last couple weeks, they haven't been overly efficient there.
And that ball was not accurate. On the year, he is a 68% passer, but only 1,000 yards. Do a lot of their damage on the ground. Now he's going to roll out to the left. Looking at the slot, throws it right into the hands of Carter Talley, who was probably shocked by it. He was actually in his zone, nowhere near a receiver. Ball's going to fall incomplete. Carter Talley with the pass defense. But, again, that's a ball, honestly, Coach, just not overly accurate.
No, and, I mean, it's one of those deals where the quarterback just had no idea that linebacker was sliding that direction. And, I mean, Carter Talley, hey, I'm on his side. He had no idea that thing was coming.
We're short a body over here, by the way. Now we're trying to – Devin Henderson takes a step out here. Now pistol formation, but more of a spread. You got 2 wide receivers on each side of the formation. Edwards going to look back to pass over to the sideline and is going to fall high and incomplete. Ball was intended for Colby Crawford. Will fall harmlessly incomplete. Bentonville will come on to punt, so barring something unforeseen right here, a nice 3-and-out for this War Eagle defense.
Yeah, and if you're thinking that maybe that guy's a pitcher, he's got a 3-0 count right now because he threw 3 pitches that were, let's say, not in the strike zone.
Certainly, I won't mind him throwing that game plan at us again. If
no
kidding.
Get
out there
I think
too,
that's.
So.
But nice job by the War Eagle defense to get off the field, and
that ball was a much more accurate throw, by the way. But that was a very difficult throw. Little wobbly kick that's actually going to be downed just barely in War Eagle territory. Great field position for our War Eagles. Ball's between the 48 and the 49, so a great sequence of events right there. Let's see what our offense can do with it.
Yeah, and even after the interception, which was quite a ways downfield, the field position for Bentonville wasn't the best. It was 29-yard line. Without a first down, War Eagles getting it right back here at midfield.
Absolutely.
So
3 wide receivers again now, all to the near side of the field. Running back is still Cooper Bowman. They're going to give it to him. He's going to try and get wide, and there is nothing doing there. That was well played on the defensive end by Cole Joyce, the senior. Had some help cleaning it up, but that was perfectly played by a defensive end holding the edge right there.
Yes, outstanding job by the Bentonville Tiger defensive line there. Slid over nicely and had Cooper Bowman not much room.
2nd down and 12. War Eagles a little deliberate, have almost a full huddle. Which is rare in today's game. 3 wide receivers, 2 of them to the right side. Hensley's going to roll that way. Look for receiver. He's going to throw deep downfield for Stephen March. He's got a step. Ball in and out of the hands. March wound up on the ground, making the attempt. That's a could have, Coach. Maybe not a should have, but that's a could have made a play right there to impact the game.
Great throw by Carter. And the ball was right there. He was double covered, but he threw it away from both defensive backs.
Double covered, and he ran past them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Carter has looked pretty sharp here in the early stages. I like what they've done in their passing game. Their 2 tight ends have kind of set things up. I think they've got something maybe they can build on right here.
3rd and 12. Now throwing again from March over on the sideline. That was well read. March thought better of even than even to attempt for that one. Jonathan Anderson, number 13, was coming up from his safety position. If complete, that would have been nothing but a headache for Stephen March.
Yeah, that play was going nowhere, and the ball in the air out to that big side of the field it just seemed like the ball floated out there for quite a while. Not much of a chance for really anybody to make a play on that. Lucky it just fell incomplete.
Baxley back in punt formation. High, nice punt. It spiraled, turns over, going to be caught inside the 10-yard line. Minimal return of 7 yards on the play by Cade Foster. Covered well by the War Eagles. Bentonville's going to have it, but they're going to have a long way to go. Ball's going to be placed at the 18-yard line. We've got 5:40 to go here in the first quarter of a 7-0 game.
Seth Kendall and Tyson Brown there on the coverage, and good job special teams. Bentonville had the block punt play on, and we kept them out of there, and Baxley just hit a beautiful ball, and we got the Tigers inside their own 20. It's outstanding job special teams.
No running back in the game here, but they're going to run Edwards on a quarterback draw, and he's going to immediately get to the second level, cross the 30-yard line to the 32. That will be first down yardage. Move the sticks. Fresh set of downs for Bentonville.
Yeah, and you can see that, the Bentonville's game plan there to spread us out with 5 wide, but just then the quarterback keep with a lot of room in the middle of the field.
A lot of pink tape on the Bentonville linemen. Must sell a lot of pink tape in October. I like it. Here's a nice handoff. Running back trying to get to the edge. He will get to the 40. Fight forward across. They will be first down yardage again. That is Sean Anderson, the junior, number 21. He's going to have 11 on the play and back-to-back first downs on the ground for Bentonville. And now they're really going to go fast.
Yeah, Carter Talley in
back
there.
at the line of scrimmage. 3 wide receivers in a bunch to the far side of the screen. Now one of them goes in motion. They're going to fake it to him, Edwards, and now they're trying to – actually, I guess that's a pass, isn't it? Yeah, he's calling incomplete pass to lineman. A lot of trickeration involved in that one. Turns out the ball just falls incomplete. Man in motion was Cade Foster. They faked it to him. Looked like Edwards going to run across the left end, and then he threw a little shovel pass to an underneath receiver.
Yeah, and fortunate that the ball fell incomplete. Peyton Yeager was in there in the mix. He's there a split second later, and he's got the ball, and there's no between him and the goal line.
Back to pass. Look to the left side. This one's going to be complete. It is caught on the play by Cooper Smith.
Cooper Bowman on the tackle. Cooper's getting tackled on one side of the ball, and in
Cooper's
addition
all over. If only we still had Charlie Cooper and Rogers calling plays somewhere. That's enough. It's in War Eagle territory to the 46-yard line, and another first down for Bentonville. That a good solid throw and catch from Edwards and his receiver. Inside handoff. Again, that's the running back, Anderson. Runs through a man, then runs into 2 War Eagles, but not before he's going to get another 11 yards and a first down. Looks like Kendall at the bottom of that pile.
Seth very active as a safety, and he gets in on a lot of tackles. I kind of wish he wouldn't.
You prefer they don't get there?
I prefer that somebody would tackle him before he got to our safety, but Seth doing a nice job there.
So I think we've had back-to-back-to-back 11-yard gains-ish. There's another handoff. That one's not going to get 11. That one's going to be stopped after a gain about 5. Again, that's the junior running back, Sean Anderson.
Carter Talley from his middle linebacker position there making the tackle, and the Warriors had a little better push that time.
Anderson on the year has rushed for 165 yards. Ficklin, the sophomore, has rushed 69 times for 438 yards and 6 touchdowns.
That's pretty good numbers.
On the young season.
Yeah.
Giving him a little breather right here. Little sprint option, and they're going to the other way with it. Motion man is Cade Foster. Peyton Yeager made a heck of a football play.
Yes, he did.
There's only one man there to stop anything. The backside defensive end, Peyton Yeager, slowed him down and then jumped on his back and held on for dear life.
He did. He got him upfield and turned him back inside, and the kid's a pretty good athlete. number 11 there for Cade Foster. And again, Yeager was just not going to be denied. He got a hold of him. And
that was
third
well
down.
set up. Could have been a big play. As it is, it turns into a gain of about 3. Now 3rd and 3. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bentonville, this pistol formation with 2 tight ends again. Straight handoff to Anderson up the middle. He breaks into the secondary. He's going to have first down yardage and then some. Trey Sauls going to be one of the men that brings him down, but not before he reaches the red zone and the 16-yard line. Another first down for the Tigers.
Yeah, those big kids up front for Bentonville. Avery Styron, Ethan Fitzgerald, Ryan Garrett, Josh Street. Them suckers are like a road
bulldozer.
Plow, a bulldozer.
Yeah.
There you go.
Big Caterpillar.
They're doing some nice work up front, creating some big holes for their backs, and they're moving the ball down the field.
Bentonville back to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide receivers to the right. Here it is Anderson again. He is going to evade a couple of tacklers, head towards the sideline, and gain about 4 on the play. Play is being stopped. War Eagles are going to take a timeout right here. This might be a timeout just by the coaching staff, just to let the guys catch a breath. They've been on there quite a bit for this drive, and just to talk about this one, a red zone opportunity. And again, just a 1-possession game right now. 2:16 to go here in the first quarter.
You know, in all kinds of sports, you see the pitcher step off the pitching plate, or the batter back, step out of the batter's box, and in this particular case, it's just kind of get them out of rhythm. I mean, just they're quickly up to the line of scrimmage. They have a plan and a rhythm, and their offense is clicking. Just do something to kind of throw a little monkey wrench at them, and maybe slow them down.
Across town, Bentonville West 7, Rogers nothing. It's a battle of Bentonville and Rogers tonight. Both teams playing both teams from the other city. This is a fun score. Early, Siloam Springs 7, Greenwood nothing.
That's will be a pretty good game. The Siloam Springs
that would wrinkle
Panthers have some ability in quarterback and tight end and some back, some speed. They're a pretty good football team, and as we know, Greenwood is as well. So this will be an interesting game.
Tigers are back in the line of scrimmage. We are ready to go. 2 wide receivers to the right side. Inside handoff to Anderson. Anderson is going to run into a couple of War Eagle linemen. That looks like Wilder and Christian Jimenez are going to bring him down after a gain of only about 2.5. Actually, very well played by the front of that War Eagle defense. Going to be about 3rd and 5.
We're fortunate there. We got 2 outside linebackers there with their palms up, wondering what they're supposed to be doing, and the ball was snapped. They were lucky they ran the ball that direction. It'd be, it might be advantageous to be set before the ball is snapped. I think that might improve our chances of success.
Hey, they don't tell you how to get in the right spot, Coach. It's just that you get there. So,
the universal sign of I don't know really what's going on is when the palms go up.
Seen it. Big formation right here. 2 running backs in front of Anderson, and they're going to hand it to him. It actually creates a lot of traffic. Bentonville just able to plow forward. Seth Kendall in on the tackle, Cooper Bowman in on the tackle. It's going to be first down yardage inside the 5. 4-yard line, first down, goal to go.
Big Josh Street there came from what was be normally his right tackle position, came from his right tight end position in motion and really made that package jumbo or heavy on the left side of the line.
Here we have no running backs in the game again. Anybody want to take odds on the quarterback draw right here? Nope, now we put a man in motion. Going to fake it to him, and they are going to throw it. They're throwing a throwback pass to the H-back, and we don't have anybody there. Pass is complete to Jackson Gilbreth. Well-designed play. Faked the little jet sweep, and then the tight end, kind of one of the old little tight end fall-down play. He just gets lost in traffic out there and then releases. Very difficult play to cover on the goal line.
Tough to cover, especially when the team's having some success running the ball. You're devoting a lot of bodies there to get out in front of that, what possibly could be some kind of strong side run, and then he sneaks out on the weak side and the easy pitch and catch, 13-0.
Saw a similar play right there from our beloved Packers while you were up in the motherland
last week. Yes, we did. On a 4th and short.
Tight end getting lost a couple times. So the flag's going to – there's actually a foul before – offsides penalty on the War Eagles is going to be declined right there because they want to keep the ball right where it is. Everybody knows exactly where to snap the ball on extra points, so they don't want to mess with that by moving it a yard and a half. So they're just going to decline that penalty.
They put a line there, and I mean, I think the penalty was on purpose. It could have thrown them off a little bit.
Yeah. I don't want to get them any closer and have them have any second thoughts about kicking this extra point. Extra point is well struck and good. With 1:03 to go here in the first quarter, Bentonville now has taken a 14-0 lead. Hey, Rogers Public Schools and Heritage High School would like to thank our partner Northwest Health for providing additional athletic trainers and physician coverage for Rogers Public Schools. We are grateful for their support in treating over 1,100 Heritage, Lingle, and Oakdale student athletes. That sounds like a lot, Coach. You get to deal with a lot of those guys? 1,100 kids?
Gladly not. Not that I don't want to deal with them, but that would be a big number. I like about 23 to 24.
Here's this interesting little kick, huddle, sprint to the line thing that the Tigers do. At least it makes you react to it, right? Makes you look at something different. Eventually, I'm sure they'll probably kick it that way. Logan Tymason, again, this is the kickoff kicker. He's a left footer. He does not kick the extra points. End-over-end kick is going to be taken inside the 20, across the 25, out to the 29. Was that Derek Bradley?
Derek
19?
Bradley, a sophomore.
I think you see a lot of sophomores out making play for this War Eagle team right here. And sophomores and juniors all over the place. Coaches have infused a lot of that young talent here and put guys in difficult situations. Carter Hensley has played every game of his career. He started at quarterback, and that can only pay dividends later this year and even down the road.
Yeah, you hope. The experience factor is a big deal in successful athletics.
Inside handoff goes to number 27, Chris Inkeo. Over the right side and a gain of about 2. Going to bring up 2nd and 8. I was informed by Dad how to say his name on the way into the stadium today.
Well, good. I mean,
one thing I hate is when I say something wrong. So I actually appreciate you guys correcting me. So everybody, if you're sitting at home listening to us, and I certainly don't want to do that. You can find me. You can find me on social media. I want to get it right. So, Chris had a nice game last week. He's been touching the ball quite a bit. We want to make sure to give him the credit he's due. Snap to the quarterback Hensley. He rushes to the left side, tries to cut it up. Not going to be a lot there. He's going to get about one more, though. It's going to bring the War Eagles and what Coach Olson called sort of long?
Slightly long.
Slightly long earlier.
Third and slightly long.
3rd and 7. And that's the way the quarter is going to end. We have played one period of football. We will march to the under end of the field with the score, Bentonville 14, War Eagles nothing. It's a good time to talk about a couple more sponsors, though, Coach. Excite Fundraising provides high-quality tickets, passes, and schedule posters to schools throughout Arkansas. Excite Fundraising is the official sports marketing company of Rogers Athletics and is proud to support the Heritage War Eagles. You can visit them at excitefundraising.com. Also, hey, Height Jackson Associates, did you happen to see the ballparks as you walked up tonight?
Yes, I did. I took a picture of it.
If you get a chance to, so did I, actually. I sent it out a little bit. If you get a chance to drive by, they put the carpet down on the softball field the other day. Beautiful AstroTurf. Got the brown infield turf. You got striped turf in the outfield. Anyway, Height Jackson Associates, obviously really deep involved in that. They are architects and leaders in the design community, and their purpose is to enhance the areas in which they work through professional services and excellence in design. Height Jackson is dedicated to providing outstanding services that respond to client needs and budgets.
Just a side note, I mean, just the facilities here at Heritage and the way Height Jackson has put them together, and the newer facility that's going in, that's a multi-purpose gym and weight room and sports medicine department and wrestling room to go along with the ball fields. It's just outstanding. Just outstanding work by Height Jackson.
They don't take a back seat to anybody.
No, sir.
And Brian Jackson was asked when it was going to be ready. He promised it'd be ready by the middle of November. Here's a little swing pass out to Jeb Brown. Jeb is going to fight. That ball is going to squirt out. Did it stay in bounds? It looks like it did, and it did. It's going to be Bentonville football. So Jeb trying to turn that into a bigger play. Ball squirted out of his hands, got on the ground, and the Tigers are going to recover it at the 27-yard line. and they're going to take it over there. Second turnover of the game for the War Eagles.
Not really sure what happened right there. There was, three defenders there. Ty Riley, who had the interception early, was in on the play, and he was calling the fumble. I don't know if he caused it, but he was definitely involved, and he'd be a part of the second turnover there that Bentonville has forced.
So here come the Tigers. The running back in the game now is a sophomore, Ficklin. He stands behind Andrew Edwards in the pistol formation. Little sprint look to the right. Now they're going to throw it back and set up a wide receiver screen. That ball is complete to J.T. Tomesco.
Kyle Wilder on the stop there from his defensive tackle position. Nice hustle by him.
Great effort.
It could have been a big play, but he's hustling there from a lineman position to make a tackle.
Great effort. 8 yards downfield, making a tackle by Kyle Wilder. Here come the Tigers playing fast. Again, pistol formation. 3 wide receivers to the right this time. There's a handoff. Straight inside to the running back, Ficklin. He's going to have first down yardage and be inside the 15-yard line to the 13-yard line. Tackled by a host of War Eagles in there. Christian Jimenez on the bottom of the pile. Number of guys from the linebacker level cleaned it up. Carter Talley looked like he got a piece of that.
That Tiger offensive line just rolling forward, getting a great push, creating big holes. They're big, strong bodies, and they're kind of dominating this game so far.
Yeah, those guys on the right side, Garrett and Street, they really look good in the pads out there. There's a pass out into the flat, complete to the receiver, Cade Foster. He's going to be inside the 5-yard line and forced out of bounds at the 3. Looks like they're pointing first down. That's going to be first down goal to go. Yes, it is. They dropped the sticks. First and goal from the 3-yard line. And here come the bigger bodies for Bentonville.
Pretty logical decision here to add a couple more big bodies up front. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's not make it hard.
We don't have heights and weights on those guys. With 74 and 79 on their right side, both seniors. Actually, they start 4 seniors on this offensive line. Fake the handoff, look into the end zone, slightly overthrown. Had a big package, had 2 big fullbacks in the game. A little play action pass. Looks like that was intended for Jack Schulteis. A little bit too high off his fingertips and incomplete. Second down and goal from the 3.
Yeah, you'd like to think that little waggle of pass is just to set up what's coming here.
You like that? Yeah. So the tight formation, again, 2 big fullbacks in front of the running back, Ficklin. They're going to hand it to Ficklin. Ficklin is going to evade one tackler and almost dance into the end zone for a touchdown. Once he evaded the one tackler on the edge, there was nobody out there to stop the rest of it. That's going to be 3 yards away. And Ficklin with a touchdown. We've played a minute 14 of this second quarter. Bentonville about to go up now 20-0.
Yeah, and you'd like to give number 1 there, Josh Ficklin, a lot of credit there, but I mean, he just kind of danced in there because them big boys up front.
I mean, he had one guy to make miss, right? I mean, so like the big boys up front did the rest of the work. He had to make the guy on the edge miss, and then it was all over from there. That kick is up and good by Logan Turner. He's been perfect on 3 extra points. And again, 10:46 now to go the second quarter. War Eagles are facing a 3-score deficit, 21-0.
Yeah, and it's a little maybe anti-logical, but you really need to have a long drive here and take about 8 minutes off and try and get a score.
In points.
Yeah, I mean, no sense to get in a hurry. It's obviously here from what we've seen, it's going to be very difficult for Heritage to stop the Bentonville Tiger offense. And if you keep them dudes off the field, you can stop them. So right now, I think just a matter of getting back in this game in the second quarter, you got to just kind of find a way to sustain a drive. It's a big if.
Absolutely. Bentonville West 10, Rogers nothing. The other side of town, Fayetteville 7, Southside nothing. Showing no score in the second quarter with Springdale against Harbor. Short end-over-end kick going to be taken outside the 20 to the 21. That looks like it was taken by Grant Holland.
Yeah, number 29.
To the 30-yard line. So good field position for the War Eagles. A low spinning kickoff right there. War Eagles now, again, they're wearing navy on navy on navy. We're moving from left to right. If you're listening to us, looking at your phone, or you prefer we're going from north to south, heading towards Tyson. Shotgun formation, inside handoff, and there's going to be movement before the snap. I didn't see anybody into the neutral zone. That usually means false start, and it is. So since the first possession, there hasn't been much of that, but we're going to start this possession with a false start and turn it into a 1st and 15, taken back to the 26-yard line. Springdale just scored now 7-0 over the Harbor Wildcats.
Springdale was impressive. A couple weeks ago, they're not really big, but they've got some good speed and they execute offensively tremendously.
Well coached on offense. Little handoff to Cooper. Cooper's going to stop, change direction, move the other way. He's going to gain a couple yards on the play. Not a lot of room right there. Cooper made a lot of that on his own. Be 2nd down and 13.
Looked to be some kind of little counter there to take advantage of an over-aggressive defense, but Cooper just couldn't quite score it out of there, but a little bit of a gain.
Whether it was a counter or not, Cooper turned it into one.
Well, yeah.
One way or the other.
We like to call that in basketball, he read that.
He read it.
That was, that's in his read tree or decision tree.
Yep. 3 wide receivers to the right side. See what we can do here on 2nd down and long. See if we can get a chunk of this. And they do is he stands up and throws it to Jeb in the slot. Jeb's going to be across the 30-yard line to about the 32-yard line. Nice gain, about 5 on the play. I'm going to bring up 3rd down and 8. 3rd and more manageable.
3rd and long. This is long. 8's long.
That's true.
6.5 is slightly long.
Where's that chart? Beautiful night to be out here at Gate Stadium. Booster Club is cooking hamburgers underneath the pavilion over there. Burgers and chips for $5. Hard to beat that. Kona Ice Truck is out here. A lot of people in shorts and shirt sleeves on a beautiful October evening. Something we didn't like, we're going to use our 2nd timeout of the half right here. Try and draw up something, Coach, on 3rd and 8 to keep this possession alive.
Yeah, it's a critical play. They're all critical. I mean, bit by bit, but 1st and 10 at midfield is probably not as critical as this here 3rd and long on your side of the field.
Had a nice little connection so far between Carter and Jeb Brown. They haven't gone down the field a lot with it, but really nice little connection on those little hook routes, stop routes. And Jeb, a good athlete, you get in his hands, he has a chance to do something with it. And we've been throwing the ball down the field. We even mentioned the one time the deep ball on the flag route. Carter put a ball in a catchable position. It was a difficult position, but so far so good. I would expect them to try and trust Carter to do something down the field here to try and move the chains.
Yeah, and there's really no risk involved with it. I mean, it's the best option we have. Running in there in between the tackles has been very difficult.
Looking to the right side, looking for Jeb, and he is hit immediately. Blown up on the play. Bentonville sent 2 extra. Zane Ochoa and Cole Joyce came off the edge, and even on a quick hitter, influenced that pass from Carter. Again, we're attempting to get it to Jeb again on just that more of a little slant route. But Carter just simply had to get rid of it before he wanted to.
Yeah, there. Exactly. Defensively, they made I guess you'd give them a pressure.
Yes.
Right now, it looks like they're all pressures.
Baxley with an end-over-end kick that's going to take a nice War Eagle bounce. Is going to be picked up at the 25-yard line. Coverage there looks like, is that going to be our safety tandem? Not both of them. Kendall's involved in the play. Josh Ezell involved in the tackle. Very minimal gain and did a nice job of turning over the field position there.
Yeah, the War Eagle special teams have been a kind of a bright spot so far. And if you're looking for positives, that might be one.
Bentonville quickly to line of scrimmage. Almost before they can change the football out, the Tigers are at line of scrimmage and ready to go. 2 wide receivers to the left. Pistol formation again Inside handoff. That is Anderson. Anderson is hit at the line of scrimmage. He's going to fight his way forward, see where they spot it. He rolled for a little bit. They're going to give him about 3 on the play. Look at that. Kyle Wilder made contact in the backfield. He had to spin out of it. Oh, boy. We got him off, though. I don't know if they allowed us to get him off or not. Inside handoff to Anderson. Anderson quickly into the second level. He's going to have first down yardage across the 45 to the 46.
Bentonville going fast and not allowing our defensive line sub. And
trying to substitute the big boys. It was hard to get out there. And quickly, Bentonville's already snapped the football. Looking downfield, we have a man. Chance to make a play. Well defended by Terrion Franklin. Terrion in great coverage position. Had a chance to intercept it.
The old boy up on the defensive line, he looked like, he's running for the school bus, and his mom called him back and said, hey, you forgot your backpack. Yep. And he kind of put the brakes on.
They sent him back. They sent Wilder back. Jimenez was trying to get off.
I give him a lot of credit. They got there.
They did, absolutely. 2nd down and 10. Again, pistol formation, 3 wide receivers now. Fake the handoff to Anderson. Throw it over into the slot. Has a man. It's complete. Caught by Cade Foster. He's going to be wrapped up pretty immediately. Jonathan Lockett in coverage out there. Also nice pursuit by Devin Henderson, making sure he didn't get away. Going to bring up 3rd and 6. An opportunity for our War Eagles to make a play right here.
Yeah, and I think defensively, you just got to keep making them, try and take the middle of the field away and just make them throw the ball to the perimeter. It hasn't been very accurate, and that's, maybe not one of their strengths. If you're going to get beat by one of their weaknesses.
This is Anderson quickly into the secondary. He has got some quicks. He's going to be tackled, but not before he crosses the 30-yard line down to almost the 28. Sean Anderson, again, we don't have heights and weights. Sean Anderson is not a big kid.
No, he's got great speed.
Yep.
He's real nimble, and he's very difficult to tackle.
They give it to him again, and because of that, he's effective between the tackles just because he's small and evasive, hard to bring down. That's going to be a gain of 9 on first down. Bring up 2nd down and short. Nice little two-headed monster situation they got going at tailback.
Yeah, and again, those guys up front are doing such a nice job creating holes. He's ahead of speed and got a couple yards before he even reaches any kind of
pass. The receiver in the flat is caught by Cooper Smith. Franklin in on the play. Cooper Bowman and Trey Sauls in the area to clean it up, but that's going to result in first down yardage. Just outside the 10-yard line, they can get a first down without a touchdown. .6:25 to go. A little bit more deliberate now. Little huddle, at least among the linemen. Fake the handoff to Anderson. Edwards rolling to the left. Now he's going to try and take it himself. He's at the 5, leans forward, fights towards the goal line. They're going to spot him at the 2-yard line. Andrew Edwards, nice gain around the edge, just made up his mind he was going to go run for it. Going to get a gain of about 8.5.
Yeah, it looked like that might have been kind of an option-type pass run, and he chose to run, made a good decision there, and Bentonville definitely in business here at the 2.
Do not go with the big formation this time. Anderson is the tailback behind Edwards. Straight handoff to him, and he is going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. Another touchdown. That one, Sean Anderson. Be a gain of 2 yards on the play. Now with 5:33 remaining in this half, is Bentonville 27. Extra point pending. Logan Turner back on to kick again for the Bentonville Tigers. Cade Foster's the holder. He's touched the ball from his wide receiver position a few times tonight.
Yes, he has.
Nice snap, nice hold. Kick is very good, onto the track. Perfect on 4 extra point attempts is Logan Turner. And we will get it again. We're going to get it again down 4 scores, Coach.
Yeah, not much to say other than you got to find something positive here as we move forward. And, Bentonville defensively has been just stellar, and they've been all over the field, gang tackling. Their defensive line has been really causing a lot of problems on any inside run games. And any time that Carter Hensley's been back to pass, he's been pressured. So you got to give Bentonville's defense a lot of credit along with their offensive line. They're just kind of dominating this game on both sides, both lines of scrimmages. So
I'd actually like to see what they do to that little formation sometime. A little quick huddle, sprint up to the football thing. Because right now all it does is waste about 10 seconds of play clock. High end over end kick this time. That one's going to soar into the end zone for a touchback. Didn't like that little low, short spinner they had last time. Logan Tymason, the sophomore left-footed kicker, kicks that one into the end zone, and the War Eagles will have it at the 20-yard line for a touchback.
Got to get something going. Find something to hang your hat on, get a little rhythm, and keep your defense off the field for a little while. And
what has seemed to work is trying to hit the edge with quick passes. So we tried to do on third down there. Bentonville still got there. They're trying to do some things. They're trying to roll Carter out a little bit. This is going to be an inside handoff to Cooper Bowman. He is hit immediately, and the ball is going to pop out. A big hit. Cooper down a little bit. That one didn't feel good. And adding problem to that, Bentonville's going to recover the football. Cooper is kind of limping off the field. Simply nothing there, Coach. Cooper ran right into a Bentonville Tiger tackler. Ball popped out, and the Tigers are going to have it at the 27-yard line. Not what we wanted to do.
Looking at Cooper's ankle, I think. He took a lick there. There wasn't much he could do, but a great play by the Bentonville defender. I'm not sure who it was, but he put his helmet and his shoulder pad right on the football, and the ball went scooting out.
5 wide receivers. They're going for the juggler right up there, and Seth Kendall's going to make them pay. Comes up from a safety position for an interception. He's going to cross the 30 to the 35-yard line. Kendall was going to have none of it. Nice interception return by Seth Kendall, and the War Eagles are back in business. This time at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, Andrew Edwards there, and probably predictable. Bentonville with a big turnover. Let's really pour it on and go for a big play. But Kendall back there doing a great job at his safety position. Kind of had a great break on the ball, and then a nice return to end it all up. And War Eagles ball, 37-yard line.
A 5 vertical route for Bentonville, looking for the end zone on that play. Kendall did a nice job adjusting to the tight end. See what we do here. Carter Hensley stands up, throws the ball to Stephen March. March is going to have 5, 6, now 7, 8 yards on first down. That has so far been what has been effective for the War Eagles, getting the ball to a slot receiver. That's
actually Jeb Brown.
Was that Jeb? I thought it was March in the slot.
Well, number 2, number 7, and you are looking through your glasses there.
Yes, we are. Don't tell anybody. But that has seemed to be what has been the formula. Get it out of the hands of Carter Hensley quickly, into the hands of a receiver on the edge, and you don't have all the big bodies in the middle creating havoc. There's a fake handoff. Hensley, run forward. They're going to give him, it looks like, first down yardage. It is. It's going to be a gain of just enough. A little over 2 on the play for Carter Hensley and a first down for the War Eagles. Fresh set of downs from the 47.
Big first down after the interception, and give the War Eagles a lot of credit. A lot of fight down there. They had every opportunity maybe just to lay down a little bit, but they're in there competing. What else can you ask for?
3 wide receivers now to the far side of the screen. There, you're going to get the ball again, try to get the Jeb in space. That one read and defensed well by Bentonville. That's Ty Riley. We make a throw and catch, but Riley's going to get him immediately for a loss of 4 on the play.
He is really aggressive there at that screen pass. I think there's something there with a little hitch that you could really burn him. Because he came from a safety position out there to get it. I think you possibly set him up right there. That's coming from a basketball coach.
You're going to backdoor him here? Is that what you're going to do?
That's exactly what we're going to do.
Run the swinging gate at him?
That's right. The picket fence.
Don't get caught watching the paint dry. Carter rolling to his right. He's going to throw a ball deep downfield for Jeb. But Jeb has in double coverage. He went up to try and make a play. Nice effort by Jeb. The ball is going to fall incomplete. And that's a difficult ball to throw by Carter. Carter throwing it, rolling to his right off 1 foot into double coverage, actually put it in a position where Jeb could make the play. Well thrown by Carter Hensley.
Yeah, and it's the second ball that's been right on the money. Well defended both times.
Yeah.
But, again, the ball's on target, so.
And you give the ball to the receiver and a chance to make a play. Getting plenty of feedback, are we?
Always.
Yikes. Oh, running for his life now is Carter across the middle. Any nice throw and catch. That's going to actually put us in position to go for this on 4th down. Stephen March came back and helped out his quarterback. Carter Hensley running for his life backwards and to the right. Threw it across his body, which you're not supposed to do, I believe, if you score that at home.
Yeah.
But he made a great throw right there, and Stephen March made a nice catch. It's going to put us in position here, 4th down and 3.
Yes, and, he evaded a rusher and made a nice throw, and March, nice job coming back to help out his quarterback and a manageable 4th down.
Yeah, you look at Carter right now. Like, Carter's got to be feeling pretty good. He's made a few good throws in a row, even the one that fell incomplete. Back to pass, looking to the right, looking for Jeb, and that's going to be thrown into coverage. It's going to be intercepted. Would be the same as an incomplete pass.
Cole Joyce on the interception for Bentonville. He just kind of stepped into that little short route. I guess they had kind of seen enough of that and were well prepared.
So Bentonville's going to take it there. 2:35 to go here in the half. They mark it right at their 40-yard line. 5 wide receivers again in the game. Or I should say no running backs, more like 4 receivers and a tight end. They're going to throw the ball out to the flat. Ball is caught by Cade Foster. Heads towards the sideline. He's going to be out of bounds, but not for a pretty good gain of about 8 yards. We actually have got a little home cooking clock keeping going on over there. He out of bounds, but the clock continued to run right there. Who does that for us? Any idea?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to call anybody out. To his defense, it's kind of hard to see. I've done that a few nights right next door, and the big play and all the kids are right down there on the field, and the coaches are throwing their hats up and down, and you're trying to figure out whether he's waving or if he's circling. So it's a tough job.
We're trying to figure out how to communicate. They're going to add a little bit more time.
You would think. I mean, I hate to be a complainer, but I'm going to complain here a second.
Yes.
There is no communication from the football referees to the press box. And you would think, why not just a cell phone?
Somebody on the sideline? Well, I mean, you could do that. I mean, we've always got an admin down there.
So what's going to happen here is somebody from the Heritage football staff is going to come in the door over here and is going to tell him to put how much time's on the clock. So it's kind of a cumbersome kind of situation.
Yeah, 2:25 is what it is. They added 8 seconds back to it. 2nd down and 2. Fake a handoff. They're looking downfield. Again, a lot of deep routes for the Tigers. Had a man open in and out of the hands of Cade Foster. I do think he heard some footsteps.
I think so. Cooper Bowman was bearing down on him right there, and I think
the alligator arm
kind of alligated his arms a little bit. And I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either. But I'm sure they've seen film, and 11 and 14 back there from their safety position will hit you.
Yeah,
sometimes to the point of bringing out laundry, getting a little bit extra. Here's an inside handoff to Ficklin. We'll have 1st down yardage in War Eagle territory to the 45-yard line. 2:12 to play now here in the half. Is there a marker down? We have stopped play. Actually, they're just resetting the chains. It looked like the officials were going to have a conversation, but it is just 1st down. 2:12 to go here in the half. Bentonville ready to go quickly. Clock now running at 2:10 and counting. Send the receivers down the field and a little swing pass out to Josh Ficklin. Kind of glad that one hit the ground.
Yeah, he had
some space out there.
He had some room.
It's a young man that can really run.
An errant pass. thankfully enough, that could have been a really big play. They had it set up nicely, but just a bad throw.
If we could make them throw, they have not been as efficient through the air for certain.
No, for certain.
But that's a big if. They got a lot of big bodies on that front line that can push people around. In pistol formation, back to pass, looking to the right side, finds a receiver. He's got him, Cooper Smith. Going to be out of bounds right at the point of the catch. Going to be a gain of around 8. Almost the same thing they did on the last set of downs. You get around 8 yards, and then you can hand the ball off because now the clock stops when they set the chains on first down. Pretty well executed. 3 wide receivers to the left. Ficklin is the running back behind Andrew Edwards. They're just going to give it to Ficklin. He's going to hit the linebacker level. Trey Sauls hits him. He's going to be cleaned up by Cooper Bowman. Carter Talley gets him, but not before he reaches all the way to the 22-yard line. Quickly, clock stops, but there's still 1:53 to go in this one.
Bentonville's done a nice job managing that clock with their run and pass game. First downs and getting the ball out of bounds. They've saved a lot of time.
Back to pass. Looking across the middle. Now Edwards steps up. Now he's trying to hit the sideline. Puts a nice move on a defender. Now another one. Looked like he was heading to the sideline, juked a defender, and is going to get all the way down to the 5-yard line. The clock is going to stop on yet another first down. They are already a first down goal to go at the 5-yard line. 1:33 to play. Now they've got all kinds of time, Coach.
Yeah, I don't know that they'd want to be in a big hurry here.
Still have 3 timeouts left. Ficklin's the tailback. Hand it straight to him, straight up the middle, untouched. Walked into the end zone for a touchdown. Absolute precision of a 2-minute drive right there by the Bentonville Tigers, even with 2 drop balls mixed in along the way.
Yeah, and just the massive power up front is just creating holes. Number 1 trots in the end zone there, Ficklin, and he's untouched. He's untouched.
And he doesn't need that, Coach.
No, he does pretty well when he does get touched.
Yeah.
But he's even better when he doesn't get touched.
Extra point attempt is up and good. That is going to make it a 35-0 ball game with 1:22 to go here in the first half. I have insight from a real live football coach on this upcoming play. Thank you, Coach, the Honorable Jody Aldridge, former Rogers coach.
Does he not have a job? Isn't it Friday night?
So they've actually, their football team is quarantined.
The whole team?
Well, the defense is quarantined. It's hard to play without a defense.
Yeah, you can figure it out.
So actually, it's kind of gone all the way through their team. I'd love to blame Coach Aldridge for starting it. I don't know that I can officially do that, but he is right now the only coach, only real life coach running stuff for him.
Well, he could handle it. He's got a lot of talent.
So, but the defensive players are all quarantined also. So it's he's running as an inside linebackers coach. They're sending him stuff to have the offense run for him, and that's life in the age of COVID-19. Just interesting.
It's just all scary as all get out. We were discussing our basketball season and how we were going to get the game to game, and kids on the bus, and one of our coaches said, "Well, what about us?" And I said, "You're right. I mean, we all sit on the bus together, and one of us goes down, and we're going to be without a coaching staff.
Yeah, you got nothing.
So I mean, I think the coaches." Us coaches are going to have to drive separately to the games so that we don't get close contact out of a competition.
Back to pass. There's that little pump and go you were looking for. He's throwing the ball deep down the sideline for March, and that is deflected and intercepted. Pass is intercepted by Jackson Hutchins. He is in War Eagle territory at the 45 to the 43. That ball almost looked like it deflected off a helmet or a shoulder pad into the hands of the safety, Hutchins.
Yeah, the pass itself, good pass. The decision to throw it where there are 3 guys, maybe not so good. But again, you're down 35-0, and you're in a situation where you're trying to make something happen. The kid's doing a good job back there, spinning the ball really well, and you just hope that he continues to develop here as we go along the season.
Little running back exchange. This is Sean Anderson now. You're going to throw a little tunnel screen to the wide receiver. That's Cooper Smith. He is going to have not first down yardage. He's going to get 8 or 9 yards. Play is made by Terrion Franklin. Terrion called his name a few times tonight out there on the edge. 50 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Bentonville quickly a line of scrimmage. They have all 3 timeouts remaining if they choose to use them. Looking back to pass, Edwards now throws it to the sideline. I believe they run out of room, and they do. Pass was intended to Colby Crawford. Right on the sideline. Falls harmlessly incomplete. Clock does stop. 38 seconds to go.
Jonathan Lockett there on coverage. Good job, defensive line there, kind of breaking the rhythm up of that play, and then an errant throw.
3rd down and 2. Now inside handoff to Anderson. He gets it to the linebacker level. He stood up there at the 30-yard line. Now he continues to fight forward. A host of War Eagles. I'm not sure who the first to make contact was.
Cooper Bowman in from his safety position to make contact there. Of course, it's hard to tell where Cooper is playing because he's sometimes at safety, sometimes at linebacker, sometimes at cornerback. I mean,
clock rolling at 25 seconds. Rolling to the left in the area of 3 wide receivers. Edwards now throws it to the sideline. And it's going to be complete to Cooper Smith. Nice decision there by Edwards. Was looking deep downfield. Cooper Smith on a little comeback route was on the sideline. Going to gain 9 yards and out of bounds. So it looks like Bentonville's not going to use their timeouts, but they are being aggressive and trying to score.
Nice throw there. Brian Aravello for the War Eagles made a big hit on the quarterback, but not until he had already completed the pass, but good pressure.
Back to pass goes Edwards. Looking to the sideline, or looking to the flat, and throws it into the feet of Sean Anderson. That's one of those that just kind of make you shrug your shoulders there.
He's struggling throwing. He's thrown a lot of good balls. I don't want to be negative at all, but that little pass out into the flat there.
That's a ball you and I could catch.
Yeah.
I mean, and we're not what we used to be, but I think one of us could, but in that one, literally, it to use a baseball term, he just threw a 58-footer.
he did. He snapped it off a little too hard. Yanked it into the turf. I was good at that. That was one of my strengths.
Sometimes they swing at those. Yeah. In football, it doesn't work that way.
Football,
there's nobody to swing at it. But 14 seconds are left to go. The War Eagles have taken their final timeout of the half. It is 3rd down and 2. Again, Bentonville hasn't used any timeouts yet. I don't know that they will. They have kind of the magic number 35 on the board, which is what everybody wants to get to prior to halftime. Those of you who don't know, that's what starts the running clock in the second half. If you can get to there and you can get out of town in a hurry, like a lot of teams would prefer to do. But they are throwing the ball downfield, trying to get more points on the board here in this first half.
Yeah, and I mean, This is a game, but it's early in the year. I mean, you're trying still at this time of the year. You're still trying to find guys that can make plays, and you want as many reps as you can. And Bentonville here is working toward the end of the season in a playoff run and doing a good job here managing the clock in the last 2 minutes of the half. I mean, I think you'd have to be happy with
inside handoff. They've done that multiple times on 3rd and short or 2nd and short. Clock stops at 7 seconds. And now Bentonville will use a timeout. Probably 2 plays left in this one. Whether it be 2 shots at the end zone or 1 play in a field goal. Bentonville with 2 timeouts remaining. An opportunity again to put more points on the board here as we enter halftime. Is Bentonville West 17, Rogers 7, that one in the second quarter. Southside 14, Fayetteville 7.
an interesting score there.
Yeah, isn't it though? Harbor over Springdale 14-7. Game you figure that's competitive.
When you're
like
playing your rival.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
You might as well throw the records and tendencies out the window.
They had a national scandal on that one a couple of years ago.
Yes, they did.
That's fun. We need a little bit of that around here.
Well, maybe not the scandal, but the rivalry.
Just a little scandal. So here they go. 3 wide receivers to the right. That's the direction that Edwards is looking. Throws it now late across the middle, over the head of a receiver. It falls incomplete. That's Cooper Smith. A slow running 5 seconds went off the clock right there.
Yeah. Wake up. 2 seconds.
One play remaining in the half. And they're going to try a field goal attempt. Ball's going to be placed at the 33, outside the 33, so this would be a 34-yard attempt. Snap is good. Hold is good. It's a knuckleball.
And it's good.
But it's enough. Just sneaks it over the left upright. And 2 seconds still showed on the clock.
That looked like one of my 80-yard wedge shots right there. I mean,
we're going to have to stop harassing the clock keeper. That's good. Love those guys. Hey, so it is halftime. Bentonville Tigers able to throw 3 more points on the board. Your halftime score right here at David Gates Stadium is Bentonville 38, War Eagles nothing. Full halftime if you're here at the stadium to enjoy. As for us, I believe we will be running. Actually, you do have 2 minutes of cheer, 2 minutes of dance, and the band will be here out here as well. So I think we'll try and show you some of that. We also got some great messages from our sponsors. But as for Coach Olson and I, there's 20 minutes on the clock. We will be back here in 20 minutes to bring the second half to you.
My name is Declan Buttry, and welcome to Heritage High School Athletics. We'd like to thank you all for coming out, and we want to finish what we started. So please, wear your mask and maintain social distancing for the safety of all. Go War Eagles.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. It was a time when you had to keep it real, because times were tough. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family began finding innovative ways to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to feed families across the country and around the world, to help put a chicken in every pot, every oven, grill, slow cooker, and skillet. Because no matter who they are or where they're from, everyone deserves to serve up a good meal whenever they want to get farm-raised chicken of the highest quality, real chicken. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise, to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Hello, Heritage family and friends. My name is Declan Buttry, and welcome to Heritage High School Athletics. We'd like to thank you all for coming out, and we want to finish what we started. So please, wear your mask and maintain social distancing for the safety of all. Go War Eagles.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. It was a time when you had to keep it real, because times were tough. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family began finding innovative ways to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to feed families across the country and around the world, to help put a chicken in every pot, every oven, grill, slow cooker, and skillet. Because no matter who they are or where they're from, everyone deserves to serve up a good meal whenever they want to get farm-raised chicken of the highest quality, real chicken. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise, to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Try the 3 and 3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Hello, Heritage family and friends. My name is Declan Buttry, and welcome to Heritage High School Athletics. We'd like to thank you all for coming out, and we want to finish what we started. So please, wear your mask and maintain social distancing for the safety of all. Go War Eagles.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. It was a time when you had to keep it real, because times were tough. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family began finding innovative ways to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to feed families across the country and around the world, to help put a chicken in every pot, every oven, grill, slow cooker, and skillet. Because no matter who they are or where they're from, everyone deserves to serve up a good meal whenever they want to get farm-raised chicken of the highest quality, real chicken. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Hello, Heritage family and friends. My name is Declan Buttry, and welcome to Heritage High School Athletics. We'd like to thank you all for coming out, and we want to finish what we started. So please, wear your mask and maintain social distancing for the safety of all. Go War Eagles.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. It was a time when you had to keep it real, because times were tough. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family began finding innovative ways to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to feed families across the country and around the world, to help put a chicken in every pot, every oven, grill, slow cooker, and skillet. Because no matter who they are or where they're from, everyone deserves to serve up a good meal whenever they want to get farm-raised chicken of the highest quality, real chicken. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Try the 3-and-3 at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Hello, Heritage family and friends. My name is Declan Buttry, and welcome to Heritage High School Athletics. We'd like to thank you all for coming out, and we want to finish what we started. So please, wear your mask and maintain social distancing for the safety of all. Go War Eagles!
Hey, good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoyed a good halftime right there. Hey, special thanks over here to Rob Riley for you, too. He was on air last week while Coach Olson was playing hooky, and he's the guy that does all the
hockey.
I forget how that works. He's the guy that does everything behind the scenes right here, getting everything work. And he and Mr. Murray, some help from a couple students as well. Young Mr. Gall out here, too. So he's got that rolling, and we've got 2.5 minutes here on the halftime warm-up clock before we are getting ready to play. So, Coach, we're going to have a running clock here in the second half. Obviously, the score of the game is going to be the only thing in doubt. Bentonville's going to win this football game, barring a minor miracle. But you see our War Eagles coming out and getting some work in here. And Coach, what are you looking for as a coach coming out here in the second half?
Well, you know, the first thing you go to is competitive spirit. And, you know, we've been in games, in basketball games in years past where, you know, you're kind of outgunned or outmanned, and you got to find some kind of positive or some kind of thing to hang your hat on. And, you know, in this particular game, you might look at it in this way, saying, hey, the score is 0-0. Let's play them for half and see where we're at the end. Let's do some things here that we can build off of or build onto as we go into our next game next week. You know, the one things that I don't like about the mercy clock are the repetitions it takes away from younger kids that get to play. You know, I think too many times in athletics, you know, we just say, well, this one's over, so let's just go home. Well, the system and the program and the season are much bigger than a half in one game. And, you know, you got a sophomore quarterback out there, you got some young receivers, you got some young offensive linemen. They need every rep that they can get if you want them to develop them into the best player they can be. So, you know, right now I think that's what you're looking at. You might even think about, as a coach, what you're going to do against Southside next week. And do you want to put that on video for everybody to see, or do you want some time to run it and get good at it? And so, I mean, there's just lots of aspects here that even though the score is 38-0, there's still a lot of things going on here.
Absolutely. You mentioned Southside next week, so I mean there are more gettable games on the schedule. So like while we look at the scoreboard right here, nobody likes what the scoreboard is. Bentonville does this to a lot of people. They got it rolling right now. They got a big offensive line in the front, and we knew this was going to be a challenge. Coming in right here and a good test for our kids. But you know, as you go into a much more gettable game in Southside next weekend, and a few more along the way. Got the Rogers Mounties appearing at the end of the year right here. And like you say, just got to continue to put in the work and continue to get better. You know,
and we all were teenagers at one point, and we didn't really look too far much past the day after tomorrow. So, you know, it's kind of a job as a coach is to kind of create the vision of what we're trying to do here. And maybe this game is not the way we want it, but, you know, our season is not over, and we've got to keep competing and keep playing and get better and find something that we can get in a rhythm with offensively and defensively that we hang our hat on.
And you mentioned, too, so you see some things in the first half. Like we've had a very difficult time trying to run the football at all against this Bentonville Tiger defensive front. We have been able to see Carter Hensley throw the ball out on the edge and even downfield with some accuracy and some success yes, and some other opportunities that could have been along the way. So So maybe that's what you come up with out of this game is you find a young sophomore quarterback and some guys making plays on the edge that can help move the football around for you.
And no doubt. And then on the other sideline, if you're on the good end of this score, you're looking for, maybe that kid that is sitting on the fence to give them some confidence, to add depth to your team as you kind of make a playoff run. You might work on something that you're not real good at in certain situations and so on and so forth. So like I said before, this is not a one-game season. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, and there's a lot going on here, even though the score is 38-0.
War Eagles are to receive the second half, and that, again, was a little brief huddle and sprint up to the football. Coach Aldridge was giving me a little insight on that. We got distracted by the COVID conversation. He usually says it's just something to put on film to make people waste practice time on it. It's like a swinging gate type thing, and just maybe they never do it, maybe they do. But in that case, we've seen that the War Eagles have to make an adjustment to it, and then they back out of it, which means he's right. At some point in time, you had to work on it in practice, which keeps you from doing other things, which is an interesting view of it.
And I'm not a football coach, and I'm not going to say that I know the rules, but I don't think that's legal that you can put 10 guys in the middle of the field and onside kick it. So I'm not really sure why we even honor the thing, because I think it's illegal. But that's a basketball coach.
You might. I was going to say you might get some feedback on that.
Yeah, good. I'm hoping. Yeah, we need some feedback.
We'll be watching the phones on that one. Ball went in the end zone for a touchback, and the War Eagles are going to take it. They are moving from left to right. Carter Hensley is your quarterback. Cooper Bowman is next to him, and we're going to hand it to Cooper. Straight up the middle, hard running by Cooper. Not a lot there, but he's going to cross the 25, get a good gain of 5 on first down, bring up second down. Very manageable, 5 yards to go. Cooper, I do not believe, had touched the football prior to a few weeks ago. He's been spending most of his time on defense. A kid that really runs hard. I know his dad really, really well. Used to play a mean slow pitch left field, slow pitch softball, by the way. Stand up, little out route. Threw it before Jeb was kind of turned around. Now just a little bit, the timing was a little bit off. Carter threw a ball on the money. Jeb didn't quite have his head around yet, and it falls incomplete.
A little timing issue there, but not much.
That's one thing you mentioned there, young quarterback. Those are the kind of reps that you need, right? You need to.
Yeah, there's an incomplete pass. Normal game, the clock is stopped, and now we're going to run probably a minute off the clock here. We're getting the next play in. It's a bad rule, in my opinion.
Ooh, defender there really early. It's going to fall incomplete. The pass was intended for Jeb Brown. Defender came in and broke it up. Certainly got there a little before the ball arrived. Not enough, according to the eyes of the official, to throw a flag.
That's Riddell Thompson right there in the middle of the field. That play happened right in front of him. And from our vantage point, he was there early, but no flag.
He didn't like it. War Eagle fans still into this football game. Baxley, little rugby-style punt. End over end, gets on the ground, takes a little bit of a War Eagle bounce, and we have a fracas out here. Trey Sauls was fighting a double team trying to cover a punt, and everybody wound up on the ground.
It looked a little WWE-like right there.
It did, and that's just, we saw, you weren't around, Coach Olson last week, and if you listen to the second half, we had double-digit personal foul penalties in last week's game, and it got a situation where Harbor, a team that's been frustrated, hadn't had a lot of wins, and there was a lot of chippiness that came in the second half, and certainly that could happen in a game that goes the wrong way. Hey, here's an inside handoff. New set of personnel for the Tigers. This is a running back, Johnny Pike, number 24, getting the handoff there. There's a new quarterback game and also that's Drew Wright, a junior, taking the place of Andrew Edwards. Edwards' day is probably done. Receiving core is still intact a little bit. You got Cooper Smith as a junior. Also, JT Tomesco is a sophomore. He's made a couple plays tonight, too. So those guys will be back. So you'll see them trying to get some extra reps here. Fake the inside handoff. Now he's looking deep downfield. He's going to be pursued and brought down by the senior Peyton Yeager. Nice effort, good pursuit, and a sack on the play of a few yards by the senior Peyton Yeager.
We have some new what we would call skilled personnel in the game, but them big road blocks up front are still the same. That's still Luke Wright, Josh Street, Ryan Garrett, Jackson Kaler, Avery Styron, and Ethan Fitzgerald. That big offensive line for Bentonville is still in the ballgame. So nice play, Peyton Yeager.
Peyton, the guy with a big motor. Makes a lot of play from that defensive end position. Now back to pass. Quarterback looking down the left side. Going to be over the head of the running back, Johnny Pike. That's a sophomore, and fall incomplete. Wright's pass incomplete. Going to result in 4th down and 7. For now, the offense is still on the field. They are at the 48-yard line, and they look to be going quickly. It looks like they're going to go for this here. Again, the running clock. They aren't necessarily concerned about a comeback, but they're going to quick kick it. Oh, nice punt, too, by the quarterback. A little rugby-style punt. Heads towards the sideline. Carries his way back to the middle of the field and is going to be downed inside the 1. Unbelievable little quick kick, just in a deep shotgun formation right there. The quarterback, Drew Wright, hits a beauty.
Yeah, nice execution there by Bentonville.
We cannot be far. The tip of the football cannot be far from that white line.
No, and an outstanding punt and an outstanding quick kick, I guess you'd say, 4th down. We were unprepared, and that play is on film from earlier games. So, kind of a little hiccup there that we kind of messed up on, but now we got a long field.
We do. New receiver in the game, Nathan Mora, number 5. And we don't like something, we're going to take a timeout.
Well, I don't like where the ball is. I mean,
that may be what it is. We're just having a little talk about this because 38 sounds a lot better than 40. We don't want to get into a safety position here. Hey, you know what? RVS Bank is a proud sponsor of Heritage War Eagles Athletics. Coach, did you know that? They own and operate 16 community banks in Arkansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, and Kansas. They offer banking, mortgages, credit cards, and investments. Thank you to RVS Bank. And Slim Chickens, proud sponsor of War Eagle Athletics. Slim Chickens brings Southern hospitality to fast, casual dining with fresh hand-breaded chicken tenders, buffalo wings, and handmade dipping sauces. Love us some Slim Chickens. You guys probably know this because you're listening to us, but our app is provided by Mascot Media. We are one of the top viewed, watched, listened to broadcasts on Mascot Media, by the way. That's good.
It's nice to be good at something.
It is good. So if you're listening to us, you can download the app, RPS Athletics, or you can listen to us at GoWarEagles.com and Mascot Media. Just want to recognize those guys. Just going to run quarterback sneak right here to get us off of our goal line, and we do. A little bit of breathing room out to the 3-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down. And a long 7, short 8.
Do you think when the coach sends that play in, that the quarterback gets the quarterback sneak on the 1-yard line? I mean, what do you think's going through his mind?
I think what they do is they call timeout because they don't know what's happening. Yeah, what are they?
Is there another option here?
And it is. So to communicate that to your kids is difficult, right? Like what we're trying to do, and they'd prefer to just stand back there and make a play.
I would.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a reason we do it, obviously, but again, that's one of those. Nice little effort right there. I believe that's Cooper Bowman that got that handoff. It is. Cooper's got decent yardage out to the 9-yard line. I guess I'll put it this way. The sneak off the goal line is not a play that they call it on Madden at home.
No, I don't think so.
They'd be throwing it deep, the Hail Mary against the blitzing defense. So, but actually did exactly what you wanted it to there. It got you a little bit of breathing room and then 5 more yards from Cooper Bowman. Now in a 3rd and very manageable 2. To help get you out of the shadow of your goalpost if you make a play right here.
Yes, sir.
Looking to the left side. Got a man. That's Mora. He makes the catch. He crosses the 30 to 35. He's going to be forced out of bounds, but a nice throw and catch. Hensley to the senior Nathan Mora for big yardage and a 1st down for the War Eagles at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, very nice toss there by Carter Hensley and a big play here in this game, and we're out of the shadows of our goalposts and out here almost to midfield.
A little gamble by the Bentonville defender right there. Went for the interception, didn't get a handle on it. Mora turned it upfield, got nice yardage out of it. 2 receivers this side. That's Mora, who just made the catch, and Jeb Brown, who's had a pretty good night in the slot. Inside handoff to Cooper Bowman. Going to take a pretty good hit. That's 14 on 14 for them. That's Felipe Martinez, the sophomore. Going to be a gain of almost 5 for Bowman. Call it 4. 2nd down and 6.
You know, I once heard an NFL tailback in an interview asked him what it was like to be a tailback in the NFL, and he said it's like running full speed into your garage door like 35 times. And that's kind of what I feel about Cooper Bowman. I mean, he is taking some licks in the middle of that field.
Absolutely. Was down for a little bit. Got in. Now they fake it to him. Carter's going to try and.
He even gets hit when they fake it to him.
He gets a couple. I think Cooper likes to get hit. Just from talking to his dad. I mean, there are certain kids that are like that. You know, it's just feels good with contact.
Well, he's feeling good tonight then.
Yeah. And on both ends. I mean, we said before, like when he and Seth Kendall from those safety positions really come up and hit people hard. So it's different when he has the football in his hand, probably, but some people just really like that contact. Some people don't. Hensley sprinting to the right, tried to get it to Jeb Brown, broken up nicely from his safety position. And that's 81 Ty Riley.
Yeah, Ty Riley's had a nice game tonight. He's been involved in a couple turnovers. Started the entire first half. He's in there at safety in the second half and makes a nice deflection there.
4th down and 4. Looks like we're going to bring on the punting unit here.
So a good job by the War Eagles to get a couple first downs here and get the ball out from the 1-inch line. And Baxley in the punt.
There's no line there, by the way, at 1 inch. But that's fine.
Well,
I realize we're dealing with semantics.
I think there was probably room.
We're just trying to keep it straight here, Coach.
For a grasshopper between the point of the ball and the
there
goal.
was no room at all.
I think a grasshopper.
And somehow we are going to take a timeout here on this punt. Maybe we'll be rethinking it. I don't know. Something we didn't like in this punt formation. 4th and 4, 2:53 to go in the third quarter. So, again, if you guys haven't been by, if you're out and about, you're listening to us right now, if you want to drive by, they got the lights on the softball field over here. They put the carpet down. So it was kind of weird. You got us grown old men sitting over there overlooking the balcony, just staring at an empty softball field during all of halftime.
It was enjoyable.
It's absolutely gorgeous. Again, the facilities that they're building right here, the baseball field, they still got the gravel down there. They haven't put the carpet down there. All that stuff is supposed to be done here in a month. Just magnificent. Yeah, absolutely really cool facilities. Coach Olson and I were having the discussion. Of course, when we were here long enough ago, we did not have high school baseball. We played Legion baseball, and we were talking about where we used to practice, which was the old vinegar plant.
Yes.
And then
and what looks like the gravel field waiting for the turf on the baseball
That's
stadium.
how it got brought up. Absolutely. And there's a punt. We are going to kick it away. Baxley with a nice high kick. That ball's going to wind up on the ground. We got a shot at it. I think he's going to get it back. And they blow it for him. That's Caleb Young, who muffed the punt but was able to get back on top of it. Nice high kick. It was a wobbler, not a great spiral, but great distance and a nice kick by Brandon Baxley there.
Yeah, that beautiful hang time there. Baxley's done a nice job, and the special teams for the War Eagles have done a good job.
More feedback from our beloved public. Ball's at the 27-yard line. So, again, you're seeing a lot of the second unit skill players by Bentonville here. Handoff to the running back. Evades a couple tacklers, but is not going to get much there. That is Johnny Pike, the sophomore. Going to gain about 3.
It looks as if the Bentonville's offensive line has multiple personnel changes. They look a little bit more like a high school offensive line than the group we saw in the first half.
Yeah. Tackle was made by, or the initial contact was made by Alex Adams, number 48. Little pass out to the flat to a wide receiver. That's complete to Connor Taylor. He's going to be forced out of bounds after a gain about 5. Bring up 3rd down and 4 yards for the Tigers. 1:05 and counting here in the third quarter. Have another tailback in the game. I didn't get that number. Pistol formation, 2 wide receivers. Seen this formation a lot. Is a handoff to the running back. That's 37, Chris Collier. I don't see his last name. There's more to his last name, and I'll get that for you, Chris.
Surly.
Chris Collier Surly. He's a junior. Where's number 37? He's going to be short of first down. He's going to gain 2.5 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th and short. Less than a yard. Assume the Tigers are going to go for this. Nolan Jenkins, a wide receiver in the game now for the Tigers. Felipe Martinez on the other side. Tailback exchange. They go back to number 24, Johnny Pike. Pistol formation. Would expect to see him run the football right here. And they do. Handoff is to Pike, and he's going to have first down yardage up to the 40-yard line. Not much, but enough. Fresh set of downs for the Tigers as we end the third quarter. We will start the fourth quarter of play. Tigers will be on their own 40. They'll be moving from left to right. And we will have 12 minutes of football left. Scoreless third quarter. Game is still 38-0. Bentonville Tigers. Hey, want to recognize Nabholz Construction. Nabholz is a proud sponsor of War Eagle Athletics. Nabholz is a national commercial contractor offering a full range of construction, industrial, civil, environmental, and specialty services. Thank you to Nabholz for your support of War Eagle Athletics. Hey, again, I want to remind you guys, also, hey, let's thank Adidas, too. Haven't thanked Adidas tonight. Official team sponsor of War Eagle Athletics. Provide some really cool gear for our War Eagles. When you do have a chance to do business with those who you're doing business in the category where there's a War Eagle sponsor, we ask that you do business with our War Eagle sponsors. While you're there, you tell them you appreciate their support of War Eagle Athletics. They do a lot to help make these programs happen, just help make War Eagle Athletics better. We appreciate them for all they do. Fourth quarter about to start. Now you see some new bodies on the Tiger offensive line. They look a lot smaller all of a sudden and more confused, I might add. Shotgun formation, no running backs in the game. Back next to the quarterback, Drew Wright. He's running to the right, trying to get to the sideline, not going to get there. Peyton Yeager's there. Terrion Franklin is there. Very little gain, if any, going to bring up second down. Again, Yeager is the kid regardless of the score. Always gets his name called.
He's a high-effort guy. He's made some nice plays, some good plays, between his ears as well as physically. So he's had a nice game. There's been some bright spots for the War Eagles. Seth Kendall, again, he's big interception in the first half, and he's in a lot of plays. Kids are playing hard.
Here's a give inside to the running back. Makes a man miss. Going to get almost to midfield. That's Seth Kendall that's going to wrap him up. Also see Jonathan Lockett in on the tackle. Going to be gain of 8 for the running back, Johnny Pike. Going to bring up third and short. Third and a long one. Clock is running. 11 minutes left to play in this one. Pretty good crowd, all still here.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful night in the Ozarks.
October in the Ozarks, Olsen. Nothing like it. Inside handoff, Johnny Pike. He's going to have first down yardage. They're going to spot the ball in the War Eagle territory, cross the 50 to the 51.
Yep, 51-yard line.
Bring first down and 10. Another receiver in the game, Nicholas Stafford, out here wide right for the Bentonville Tigers. War Eagles basically have the first team starting defense on the field trying to prevent them from getting in the end zone. Quarterback rolling to his right, finds the tight end. He's got him. Crosses the 30. He's going to be tackled there by Carter Talley and Terrion Franklin. But a nice throw and catch. That is Rafe Stalls. Number 82, the junior tight end. And a nice throw on the run from Drew Wright.
Rafe came from way over on the left side of the line of scrimmage and just ran a nice route across the middle. Very patient throw by Drew Wright, the quarterback, and a nice execution by the Bentonville Tigers.
9:30 to go in this one. Ball just outside the 25-yard line of the War Eagles. Inside handoff. The give to Chris Collier-Surley. He's going to gain, actually it's a nicer gain than I thought. It's going to be about 6 yards on first down. Bring up second down and 4. Inside handoff. Collier-Surley again. Nice pursuit inside by Carter Talley. Took a nice angle. Tackling him there. Going to be just a little short of first down yardage. Going to bring up third down and 1 again.
Again, Bentonville going fast. Even, of course, you have to because the clock's continually to run.
Well, and you mentioned this is how you play. Like, you don't want to undo what you do just because there's a running clock. Inside handoff again to the running back, Chris Collier-Surley. That's going to be first down yardage. Inside the 15 down to the 12-yard line. Clock does continue to roll. 8:15 to go. Yeager again credited with the stop. He's going to have a bunch in the box score when we wrap this one up.
Yes, he is.
Carter Talley also. Those two safeties in the back too. Bowman and Kendall. Inside handoff. Collier-Surley. Touchdown, Tigers. The middle of the defense has been the target for this Tiger offense. Nice little shifty run right there into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yes, and a good job up front once again. And a nice big hole to run through and a touchdown. Or I'd like to say War Eagles, touchdown Tigers.
New kicker. This is the kickoff kicker, Logan Tymason. A left footer. A nice high end over end kick. They've been perfect on kicking attempts between a field goal try and 6 extra points. 7:52 to go in this one. Score is Bentonville 45, War Eagles nothing. Did you happen to hear the Razorbacks won last week?
Yes, I did, and I'm looking forward to another Razorback win party on tomorrow afternoon.
How about that?
About 6 o'clock.
Going down to the Plains, is that right? Play the Auburn Tigers. Rob Riley, weatherman / technician / says we're going to get rained out down there. Hurricane Delta or whatever, Tropical Storm Delta, whatever it may be by the time it gets there tomorrow, surely could impact that one. That would be interesting, actually. Bentonville West 17, Rogers 7. That one still says second quarter. I assume there's a little bit more action than that. Don't have a score update.
That might be just at halftime.
Fort Smith, Southside 28, Fayetteville 20 at the half. Harbor 21, Springdale 7 in the third quarter. Here's a kick taken by Stephen March at the 6. He's going to head towards the sideline, cross the 20 to the 25-yard line, out of bounds. Forced out of bounds there by Caleb Young. The War Eagles will have it. Clock continues to roll. Still plenty of time to put a drive together right here and get points on the board. Certainly would love to get points any way, shape, or form. Hensley has gone the whole way at quarterback. Have seen a change. Wide receiver Nathan Mora came in and made a really nice play on the 30-plus yard gain off the goal line. Inside handoff to Cooper Bowman. Bowman's going to be hit after he crosses the line of scrimmage. Going to be a gain of about 3 before he's pushed back. Bring up second down and 7.
Brought down by a host of Bentonville Tigers.
Contact was made by one and then pushed back by many, right?
Let's just say the War Eagles are not in hurry-up mode.
No, I mean they are playing. I mean it feels like normal pace, right? There's Hensley rolling to the right side, looking for Jeb, and now he is. Jeb turns upfield. He has a play on the sideline. The ball's going to land on the stripe, out of bounds. Fall incomplete. That will bring up 3rd down and 7. Upcoming schedule for our War Eagles. We are on the road next week at Southside. 23rd, we're back here at David Gates Stadium to take on Bentonville West. Then we go to take on Fayetteville at Fayetteville. That's a game that's not as scary as it has been in the past. Fayetteville's gettable also. And then the Rogers Mountaineers come in here, crosstown rival game on November the 6th. So 2 home games left to come out here. Back to pass, looking over the middle, intended for Brady Laird. Pass a little high. Brady went up to get it, but it's off or over his fingertips, incomplete. Going to bring up 4th down. Now here comes the punting unit. Baxley comes on. Deep to receive for the Tigers is Caleb Young. We approach 5 minutes in this one. Snap it quick, you could get a 12-man on the field.
There you go.
Baxley.
A wobbler.
High wobbler is taken by Young at his own 37. He's going to make 2 guys miss and cross midfield. A nice little return right there into War Eagle territory. A little fracas over here, 14 on 14 again over on the sideline. Felipe Martinez wound up in hostile territory over here. He was well into the War Eagle sideline, past the War Eagle sideline. Got up, no harm done.
No harm.
No harm done. Just playing to and through the whistle, right, Coach?
That's right.
Yeah, why not? Still want to see a solid effort. And you do see it. You don't see quitting these War Eagles. Tigers are set up again in War Eagle territory. Wright rolls to his left, has a man, it's complete, crosses the 40, crosses the 35, going to be spotted out of bounds. Looks like right at the 31-yard line.
That's Nolan Jenkins.
Nolan Jenkins. Yes, it is.
Senior.
Wright, actually.
Nice toss.
He looks good there.
He does. He's a nice release. Ball's right on time, right on target. Outstanding play.
So he's a junior. I imagine we will see him next year. Inside handoff, actually outside zone, heading wide to the left side. That's Trey Thompson. He's a senior running back. Actually showed a pretty good burst of speed and gets it all the way down to the 20-yard line, and that's going to be first down yardage. Gain of 12 on the play.
Hugo Vasquez, a War Eagle there to knock him out of bounds. But first down, Bentonville Tigers.
And they go quick again. 3:25 to go. Certainly are not being deliberate in just letting the clock run. Inside handoff. Again to Thompson. Runs into the War Eagle defense, but not before he's gain about 4 on the play.
That's Tyson Brown, number 40 for the War Eagles, at his linebacker position there to make the stop.
Joe disagrees.
I disagree with Joe.
He gave it to Carter Talley. When in doubt in the middle, it's a pretty good idea to get to 6. He makes a lot of stuff happen in there. Here's an inside handoff. Chris Collier-Surrey gets to the next level. They're going to have him just short of the goal line. Inside the 5, down inside the 1. Going to be first down and goal to go. Little War Eagle a little bit late to get up. I think it's Seth Kendall. Looks like he took the worst of that one.
It almost,
he's fine.
He's up and walking around. It looks like he might have lost his wind there, and that's kind of an uncomfortable phenomenon if it ever happens to you. I had a issue a few years ago with a mountain bike that left me without my wind. And let me tell you, it's an uncomfortable type situation.
An uncomfortable feeling.
When you're wheezing trying to get your air back.
Now we're actually still on the field here. This is Bentonville's ready to go. Seth is still walking off with Mr. Haynes, training staff. Bentonville going quickly. Certainly not taking a knee at the goal line. Inside handoff. And a touchdown. I think there's probably a story behind that one, Coach. Who is that? See if you can find that number. It's something 2. There's 32 or 20. It looks like 22.
22.
Carson Cloyd, and they were inordinately happy that Carson Cloyd got a touchdown. I would love to know
Yes.
the story behind that one, and I'm sure it's a good one. So congratulations to him. However, that means the Tigers are in the end zone again, and extra point pending. The Tigers are looking for 52. Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. That looks good, too. Looks like the kicking position is going to be in good hands for Bentonville also. When I say that, obviously, so we talk about the two tailbacks from Bentonville. They're a sophomore and a junior. They're coming back. The quarterback looks like he's going to be a good hand, too, so it doesn't look like this is going to get too much easier next year.
The only thing you might say is, with 5 out of 6 positions up front,
Absolutely.
counting the tight end, that there are 5 out of 6 seniors. But it looks like, as we see out here, that there's some younger guys coming through for Bentonville that will probably step into a role and fill it very nicely. So Bentonville's got a good thing going. There's no doubt. One of the top teams in the state, and they're gonna compete to see who wins it all. So they've been very impressive this evening.
And we've got the same thing on our side as far as youth playing. Again, you see quarterback in Hensley has gone the whole way as a sophomore. Ball's going to go over the head of Stephen March. There's a junior that will be coming back and bound into the end zone. So the War Eagles will have it at the 20-yard line. 1:58 to go in this one. Would love to see him show some urgency right here. Again, an opportunity to work on somewhat of a 2-minute drill. It's not exactly what we do. You'd be kind of out of character. Shotgun formation. Hensley's the tailback. Chris Incao is the running back next to him. Jeb Brown, the wide receiver on this side. Handoff to Incao. Bottled up at the line of scrimmage. Going to gain only a half a yard. Just hasn't been anything there, whether it's been on that first unit defensively for Bentonville or there. There's just no room up front.
Tight end Josh Azell there got rolled up on. He's kind of gimpy out there, but he's fighting through it. He's going to stay out there, but he is trying to walk off what looks like to be somewhat of an ankle injury. He's got a little flat tire, but he's there
just
on
an
the
ankle.
right.
It's just
he's
an
there
ankle.
on the right edge. You give him a lot of credit. He could have very easily laid on the turf. And
another handoff again to Incao.
Watch the rest of this game from the sidelines. But
Going to get a couple more right there. 1:05 and counting to go. 3rd down and long. War Eagles being deliberate here, looking to snap the ball one more time.
yeah, it looks as if
They'll be content to go to the locker room knowing you can't come back. Not going to come back from this one for sure. Maybe the last snap of the game. Hensley stands up, throws it to the right side. That's complete to Brady Laird. You can see Brady get a catch right there. He went down to his knees and made a catch. Going to be a gain of a few on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down and 4. There's 20 seconds left to go in the game. And we are in the huddle. So as the clock winds down, I assume that is going to be the end of this one. Now we're going to hurry a little bit. 4, 3, 2. Players want to get another snap off. Good for them. And the officials are going to blow it dead. They're going to say we didn't get it off. Just a little bit late. Obviously, one more play wouldn't determine the outcome of this one. So that is going to be your final tonight. The Bentonville Tigers come in here and are going to beat us by a score of 52-0. And, Coach, again, we knew this was going to be an uphill battle coming into this one. We're going to be able to move on
got no choice.
to life that might be a little bit easier than this one.
Yeah, I
forward
think
from here.
just watching Bentonville play tonight, they're a very impressive group of kids and well coached, and all the things you don't really want to play. A team that runs the ball a little bit, throws it a little bit, plays outstanding defense, can make you turn it over, and then to throw in, kick a 35, 40-yard field goal or kick the ball out of on a touchback. So there's not a lot to say that they're not good at. So I would say they're looking forward to a long playoff run. For the War Eagles, I mean, you just got to get back to the drawing board. What else can you do? I mean, you're just going to step forward and keep competing and get yourself ready to play next Friday night at Southside.
Yep. Find the things you did good, look on film, correct the things you can correct that you didn't do well, and Coach, I always love playing teams like this because Bentonville shows a picture of where you want to be. Right, this is where you want to get the program right now. They're number 2 in the state, behind only I'm assuming the Bryant Hornets. I haven't seen the records, but Bryant rolling up everybody, so I'm assuming that's it. And so it's a good barometer from where we're at. But hey, we were on the wrong side of this one by a score of 52-0. But we're going to go back to work next week, and we will take on Southside. Again, if you're looking to come back to Gates Stadium, we will play Bentonville West, the Wolverines, who are taking on the Mounties right now. They will be here at Gates Stadium here in 2 weeks.
And all of these papers we have in front of us with all of the announcements.
Not a schedule.
And all of the rosters that we get so finally laid out for us for the game, we can put in the paper shredder as we go forward into the next game.
That's good. Shred it and go. I like it. Fans, we hope you've enjoyed listening to us. Coach Olson and I certainly enjoy bringing it to you, so we thank you for all the feedback we've gotten, and we look forward to getting back together and broadcasting to you again. Until then, again, the War Eagles are on the road next week to take on Southside. Look forward to hearing from you then. Between now and then, we wish you safe travels. A very pleasant good night.